Hello and welcome to Share Spotlight. We're joined today by Andrew Cowley, Managing Partner of Impact Healthcare. Andrew, what qualities do you seek when considering an investment?
Thank you, Roland. Obviously, the first thing we're looking for is they have to comply with our investment policy, which we set out, we hope, very clearly in our prospectus. So UK healthcare related real estate. Once we've confirmed that's the case, the main thing we're looking for are very high quality tenants who know how to do a good job providing high quality care. That's the main focus of our selection criteria.
Is there a lot of competition for assets?
I think you should always expect competition for good quality assets, and we're not worried about that. But following on from what I just said about what we're looking for high quality tenants with whom we're going to have a very long-term partnership. So the minimum term for our leases is 20 years. This is a very long-term arrangement. We have to spend a lot of time getting to know the potential new tenants before we commit to them and they commit to us. So we're not really geared up to do competitive bid processes. We take time to get to know each other. Once that's happened, we can move very quickly and do business fast. The other thing we like doing is buying portfolios, where a vendor, they might be a family who have built up a chain of homes who want to sell. It could be different reasons, different vendors. They say, we have a portfolio, we want to do a clean deal, want to sell the whole thing. And in that portfolio, there must be some high quality, good assets we want to be a long-term owner of. But there can also be some non-core assets we need to roll up our sleeves and sort out. We don't mind doing that. And we think we can achieve better entry prices by offering what the vendor wants, and there's less competition in those kind of situations.
Of the potential acquisitions you've reviewed, what's the main reason you would choose not to invest?
Typically, the main reason is price. So we have very strong deal flow. At the moment, we own 83 care homes throughout around the country. They have 4,000 rooms, so that's slightly less than 1% of the entire market. In the last 12, 18 months, we've reviewed transactions with maybe slightly over 35,000 beds. So we've been very selective in what we have bought. And obviously, the first thing will make us walk away is if we think the value isn't right. They've been mispriced. If the value works, then it would be because either we can't see the long-term potential, how working with a tenant we can improve the assets, make them good places for residents to live in, and or the tenant doesn't meet our criteria.
Minster Care Group accounted for 91% of gross rental income. What are you doing to improve client diversification?
So when we started out, we IPO'd in March 2017. Minster Care Group was 100% of our rent roll because we'd organised a seed transaction. So the money we raised in the IPO, 160 million, was invested immediately and was producing rent and income from day one. The flip side of that was we had exposure to Minster Care Group, 100% exposure. The 91% number you mentioned is the financial year ending December 18. Since IPO, we've added 6 other tenants. Minster Care Group is currently just over half our rent coming in, and we've introduced a new investment policy which is no single tenant should be more than 40% of our rent due. We set a target of achieving that by the end of this year, the end of 2019. We're thinking on track to do that. And we will continue diversifying, adding new tenants, but continue also to be very selective about which tenants we're adding.
What type of investor are you hoping to attract into the REIT?
It's an interesting question because obviously in a public company we don't get to choose. Anyone can buy our shares, but we're in this for a long term. This is meant to be a very long-term vehicle, so we're making a long-term commitment to our tenants and the residents in the homes, and also to our shareholders. Our plan is to pay them income sustainably and some capital growth over a long time period. So we hope the shareholders who are buying are also in it for the long term and are thinking about years. We can't suggest anyone's going to think about decades, but are thinking about a very long-term holding. And our job is to make sure that what we say we're going to do for them, we deliver.
Andrew, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you very much for watching.